Started. All right. Happy Saturday, happy Saturday, happy Saturday. So let me just slide over here to my notebook. I'm on live. Okay. So happy Saturday, everybody. New driver. Right here. So I want to talk to you all today. Of course, we always have time and room for let me turn y'all over. So I want to talk about our second quarter. So I'm doing live classes. You can book me for speaking engagements, blogging. This is all the stuff I'm gonna talk about, y'all. And merch. And the Patreon space. Okay. So, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Happy Saturday. I know it might not be a lot of y'all on here because it is Saturday. And it's y'all day to do what y'all gonna do on Saturday. But hopefully you'll catch the replay or hopefully you'll hop on in here. So I wanted to talk to y'all. Hello, hello, hello. I see y'all coming in. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Ooh, it's so sunny and nice. Woo! So sunny and nice. But I wanted to hop on here and just talk to you all about the updates that I have going on. So you can plan and govern yourselves accordingly. Everything that I say is not going to be for everyone. We all know that, we all understand that, and that is everybody's prerogative. Excuse me. So let me back it up a little bit. My name is Marian E. King, owner of Empty Nest LLC, doing business as Empty Nest Logistics in this space where you see me now. But I have other spaces that I'm in and going to be in and talk more about for those who want to, see me in a different capacity. All right. I am an entrepreneur right now operating in one of the spaces as independent dispatcher. I've been doing this for 3 years now. Excuse me. And this will be my 3rd year with my current carrier. So we have grown from a box truck, non-CDL, new authority, new company. Both companies were new, their company and mine. We had a lot of challenges in the beginning, but because of the determination and the processes that I put in place for my carrier, we grew. The carrier became a CDL holder, sent 2 other CDL holders to school, and we now operate in a space where we have 3 tractor trailers, 2 refrigerators, and 1 van. This is important information because when we come into this, it's going to be challenging. When we come into this, we are probably coming by way of unrealistic expectations, which means we saw some things that drew us in, or we came in with passion and purpose, but we're not seeing what we thought we should see. That is why I am here, because I talk about the experiences, give you realistic expectations and movement in this industry, in this role of the industry. All right, this is an administrative role. I like to talk to dispatchers, brokers, and carriers. I believe that there's information that we all can have and come into a space of dialect about, because ultimately we always have to work together, whether you think that's going to happen or not. Excuse me. So it does. I operate in realistic situations. Um, at this point, for now, I offer free and cost-effective methods of way to start your business. So that is definitely something that sets me apart from a lot of different spaces. I also do not believe that you should just take a course and be done, or you should just do self learning and be done. I believe that at some point you are going to have to spend money. There is a lot of information out here. Okay, you got your PhD in Google. All right, you've been to YouTube University, but that is not all. That is not all. There are some things that are not being talked about because there are some people who present these things who do not operate in the space of do. I've been doing this every day for the past 3 years. All right. So there are some experiences and conversations that I'm going to be able to speak on that will help you get where you need to be. All right. So in this quarter, I am now going to be doing live courses, live seminars, live gatherings, live get togethers, meeting and greeting, speaking engagements. Like if you are somebody who operates in this space and you need somebody to come and talk and speak about, I am opening my calendar. Also, if you live someplace and you gather, okay, you gather, or 10 to 20 people respond and pay, okay, respond, okay, and pay, okay. Some people might think I'm trying to be funny with that, but I am past the space, and many of you are as well, of inquiries, and then that's it. Okay. I'm talking to you all about it now because when I roll it out, I want people to respond, because they're ready. I am going to start here in Georgia because that is where I live. Um, and then I will work my way out depending on the requests, excuse me, and what's going on. So those are two things. Blogging. Many of you saw last week that I finally started blogging. I had some things that I wanted to post. Um, but I'm going to be changing the platform. So I held off um, because I'm now going to be on Shopify. And the reason that I'll be on Shopify is because I now have merch, okay, that you can order from off Shopify. Well, I'm putting it together for you now. So I will be continuing to do my blogging, but I will have the blogging and the merchandise in the same area. So I'm trying to keep you all from having to hop this place, that place, this place, that place to find anything that I'm talking about. Um, and the Patreon space. Okay. The Patreon space is really, really taking off and taking people to the next level in their businesses. The Patreon space is for anybody who needs some information. It is $25 a month. Okay. If you are a part of the Patreon space, you can come to live cold calling. Okay. Thursday nights, you can come to the coaching, the group coaching, talk about what you got going on, what's working, what's not, your updates. So we started a couple of months ago, and there are now people who are now operating in their businesses and they are now sharing their experiences. Okay. So again, I am not one that believes that you just should just take my course and that's it. That's all. You can't find me. You got questions. If you are an independent dispatcher, this is a action space. So the Patreon space is for those who are operating, who need help. And in that space, if you are needing a course, you can take my course for $299 instead of the $399 or the $499 when you are not a part of the Patreon community. The confidence building Patreon is what the space is called. It's for confidence building, which means once you start moving in your business, there is a space where you can get help. There is a space for you to practice. There is a space also connected with that on Discord. So when you are moving in the space, you can come on there and ask questions while you're doing your cold calling is something that you may come in contact with. So although I don't really like to call it coaching and mentorship, that is what it is. Okay. So this is a space where you can get assistance. So I'm trying to bridge the gap where there is no reason why people are not getting what they need, even if you did not take your course with me, even if you don't, this is your first time coming in contact with me. The space is also a resource center. Okay. That means that all of the cold calling we have done, all of the sessions we have had, all information that you're going to need is posted in there. So even if you cannot make it to the live sessions, the replay revelations are still effective. Okay. Still, here is the thing about the space. I understand that people work. I understand that they cannot make the lives. However, it is a space of action. So if you have to work, you will have to catch the replay. You cannot come and just sit in the live sessions and say, hey, I got to work, so I'm going to listen. No, we do cold calling. We provide the leads for you to cold call. The only way I'm able to see if the space is working and you're getting where you need to be is for you to cold call. So in order to keep time from being wasted from anyone, catch the replays, ask your questions, express your concerns, and we will still get you together. Make sure that you join the Discord space, okay? Because you're going to have miscellaneous questions at different times. And in that space, that is where you can get some assistance when we are not on a live situation. All right. For those of you who are just coming in contact with me, also, if everything that I have and that I offer is in the link in my bio. Okay. At this time, I do not accept private messages or private emails because I am a business, and everything that I offer is public. So if you have questions, you can watch videos for free. Everybody subscribe to my YouTube, or you can catch me live and I will answer you there. Okay. Here soon, I will be opening up consultations. Um, and that'll be it'll be a limited time for a limited amount of people, that sort of thing. Also, I am not, I have not forgotten. I'm going to be teaching here very soon how to start your own cold calling business. Okay. So it's going to tell you what to do, what to say, how to price. I'm going to provide you with contracts. You will learn about how to do it on an individual level, on monthly level. And there are a few other things that I'm not going to mention out loud because everybody is out for the take. And it seems like every time you come on here to announce something to your people, somebody 30 seconds later is trying to do it. So that's all I'm going to say on that. This is something that I want. I don't believe, and I know for a fact that dispatching only is not going to bring you to the financial status that you want to be in. However, dispatching can be a start in your entrepreneurial um, role, and adding these services that are being provided will be things that you'll be able to offer in the meantime. For those of you who are doing cold calling, those of you who are just stepping into this space, you know and understand by now that it is not easy. It is not a quick return, and we utilize a lot of time for no return. All right. So I'm going to help you manage some of that time and get you in position where you can potentially make money while doing what you have to do anyway. Okay. I say potentially because I cannot guarantee anything. I don't know your work ethic. And I also know I don't know, I can't make people say yes. But what I do know, what I can guarantee is that I'm going to provide you with the tools and the information that you need to go get it. All right. So again, happy Saturday. I just popped on to, talk about these few things. If anybody has any questions, any concerns, go ahead and ask now. I don't mind. I don't mind. Excuse me. If not, I'm going to get off of here and do some studying because there's a couple of things I'm working on too and adding to. So I'll be able to provide more. All right. little swig of this water. Okay, I'm gonna give it a few minutes because it never fails. It never fails. Every time I log off of here, there is somebody that comes immediately after the video and turns off and says, "Oh man, I missed you. I missed you. I had a question." So let me drink this water. Thank you for the updates. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Um, also, I'm working on some other stuff and creating a team because there are other things that I need and I want to bring to you all, and I can no longer stretch myself so thin trying to do and be and know them all. Also, I know that the next level that any of us want to get to, we will learn and understand that we now need people to assist us. So, also, if you are or you know someone that is a route planning guru, like they got route planning on lock, okay, excuse me, if you can tell them to holler at me. I am looking for someone and I need to have a conversation about a couple of things. Because, again, we are learning, we are expanding, and we want to be great at what we do. Okay. Oh, carriers. Hey, carriers. How y'all doing, carriers? If you are a carrier, you are a potential carrier, you want to dispatch yourself, you're thinking about getting into this, but you don't trust a dispatcher, you don't want a dispatcher, or you cannot or don't feel like you can afford a dispatcher when you first start your business after you find out all of the goings ons. I will also be offering something for you. Okay. I will be teaching you how to dispatch yourself. I spoke about this the other day, and I had somebody send me a message and said that I was really pushing it now. It's already hard for the dispatchers, and here I go with this. So pretty much here you go again with your mess. The same stuff that I received when I started coming on here telling y'all and talking to y'all and giving y'all the real deal for free. It is well. Here is the thing. What is going to be for us is going to be for us. And there are, in fact, people that want to dispatch themselves or they're not in financial position to pay a dispatcher. Leave them alone. Mind your business. Because here's the thing. Again, what's going to be yours is going to be yours. Showing them and teaching them what they should know in their business is not hindering or stopping anyone else. Because here's the thing. We know as a dispatcher, it's a lot. But people can still choose what is a lot for them. Okay. And sometimes that's what people need. I've been with my carrier. I just told y'all. October will be 3 years. Or what's October? 21, 22. Yeah, October will be 3 years. I taught my owner how to dispatch. Now he wasn't with it. He didn't appreciate it. He didn't want to have any parts of it. But there's a couple things with that. And as I told him, number one, no man knows the day, the time, nor the hour. Okay? That's number one. Number two, no one should know more about your business than you do, even if you don't do the tasks assigned to them. Okay? It took me a while for him to be receptive. You're doing a great job. You got it. I know, but it was something about the no man knows the day, the time, nor the hour. Followed up by, so I hit him with a one. And that two was, no one should know more about your business than you do. Dispatchers and everybody listening, this is not going to stop you from doing what you need to do. Okay? But people want to run their business how they want to run their business. And due to all the scheming and scamming and many of you all, dispatchers, not knowing what you're doing, okay, and getting these people in a position worse than they were when they came to you is why we have these issues. This is not acceptable. There is no reason for anyone not to be getting the information that they need to have in order to run these businesses properly. If you decide that you're not taking a course and a course is a scam and I'm a self-taught and I'm gonna do it myself, then you sit in the consequences that you get. Okay, carriers, you all as well. Because here's the thing, I don't want to dispatcher a scam or what you're getting paid for, what I'm doing all of this for. You don't run the truck, you don't get the ebook my homeboy said that's gonna help y'all with them rebuttals. But in the same breath, when a broker doesn't pay you, you're looking for us. Hey, I was doing my dispatching. The broker hasn't paid me. It's been 30 days, 45 days, 60 days. I ain't get my money. I can't get them to answer me. I can't get you. Oh, now you need a dispatcher. Because clearly there's something that you know a dispatcher can do, or a piece of information that they have that will help you. So watch what you say. Y'all be careful with one another, because it doesn't matter what we say, how we do it. A dispatcher, a carrier, owner, operator, independent contractor, whatever you want to call them, and a broker, we need each other. We do. We do. Okay? Ain't no way around it. Now, you might book it for a while. You might find you a different place in a different way. But at some point, you need to come in contact with somebody. Okay? Even if you just reading their posts. Because please don't act like you don't deal with a dispatcher or a broker in a capacity. Because it shows you in these groups, you read their posts. Okay? And you get the information that you need. All right? So let's just make it better for each other. Because we are a community. We are a community. Because the dispatcher need a carrier need a dispatcher, carrier need a broker need a dispatcher. We all dispatcher need, we all need each other. Because if a carrier does not allow me to go into a contractual agreement and operate in a space that will get them to a place where they are able to see financial gain, dispatcher can't do nothing. If a carrier can't get up with a broker or does not know how to present themselves to a shipper and get them direct freight, which all of these people running around here telling them to do, but nobody is telling them what they need to get done. Okay? Or they can't find a load after they deliver. Correct. You all carriers, y'all want us to work for free. You don't want to have nothing to do with us, but when you get yourself in a situation into a space where your box truck should not have been, Wyoming, West Virginia, where somebody done fooled you on the front end, you felt like you was gonna make some money, but you done been stuck. Now you want to get on these people internet and all of these groups. I need a load out of. No, you need a dispatcher. No, you need to get your money together. Because if you think that we work for free and that you're just gonna come through and say, hey, I need somebody to get me out of Montana, and I'm just gonna jump on here and find you a load, ask you where you want to go. Oh, you know what? I got you something out of Montana, getting ready to take you back to Georgia. Oh man, Alex, you ain't had no. What was your equipment? You had no business in Idaho. Oh man. So yeah, somebody on TikTok said they stuck in Idaho without a load. Yes. Oh, and also this is why I'm gonna teach carriers. Are you on a flatbed? So you, oh man, still happy Saturday. And this is why I want to talk to carriers, also the ones who dispatch themselves. And y'all, please understand that these are not negative conversations. These are help. We need help. Look, Alex, right now he's stuck in Idaho in his flatbed. He needs to get out. But if I have the conversations with carriers and they're dispatching themselves, and we talk about, hey, this is not a good place to be with this certain kind of equipment. And we talk about, hey, if you don't have yourself together in certain situations on the weekend, you're going to be stuck. We need to also talk about this one here. If TQL try to give you a load on Friday, okay, please believe you're going to be stuck with that on Monday. So you either need to refuse that load, and or you need to make them pay you as if your truck is a storage unit. Okay, so if they offering you a load that you got to pick up on Friday and it delivers till Monday, and let's just say they're charging you, I mean they're paying you $1,200 for it. Even if it's low miles, okay, can I get 15? I need $100 a day for this sitting on my truck. There's conversations that you all, and it's through no fault of your own. Because here's what I've come to know with carriers, some carriers that do this. When they get into it and they find out and they see the financials and they begin to see the real, That's when they know I cannot afford a dispatcher. So I'm gonna have to do this myself because this is what but they don't know all of the things. So for me, what my spirit tell me to do, because y'all know that's how I move. For me to pull together time for them and sit with them 2, 3, 4 hours and really go through it wouldn't be as in depth as I would with the dispatch training, because there's a difference there. But I would get them to the key points on what they need to do, how they need to do, and what happens if this is how you find, this is what you do, this is how you speak. They need to know that you can't just take your box truck and run up to a shipper and say, hey, I want to get into a contractual agreement. I want a dedicated situation. And the shipper look around you and your one truck out there and say, well, what you got to offer me? Because I got something that need to go out, but this ain't it. I need more manpower. I need more trucks. I know I was coming to a hard one. Last time I got lucky with a backhaul, I had that convo. Oh, you going to get out of there, though. You going to get out of there. Ryan is asking you right now where you at in Idaho. And y'all, again, this is still your business. You run it how you want to run it, but I'm here to give perspective. With whom I haul from as a carrier, we cannot hold your dispatchers responsible. Come on, Alex. Alex Sosa is on it over here on this Good Saturday. While he's yet waiting, he on TikTok just chilling. He he got to get on up out of Idaho, but he'll get it figured out. Mm-hmm. Exactly. And then there's also, alternatives, and in even if I was your dispatcher, right? And I dispatch for you, I would never send you into Idaho or wherever, because I would know what's going on, right? I'm gonna just keep it general. And let's just say you on your own, because this happens a lot, y'all. And now I'm not saying this to Alex specifically, but we get a lot of new carriers, y'all, and their only introduction is us, what we said, what we're doing, how we doing, right? So we moving and shaking for them, but they mess around. Just like when you on a job, when you on a job, you come out of training, you don't really know nobody, right? But when you get on the floor and you start sitting with people who've been there and they start telling you these bad habits, they start telling you these shortcuts, they start telling you these workarounds. Well, this is the same thing that happens with new carriers, because once they get out there, guess what they come in contact with? That truck stop. And that truck stop gossip. You got a dispatcher? No, man, no. Let me show you something. Let me download DAT for you on your phone. Okay? So this is what you do, because you don't need no dispatchers. They don't know what they're talking about. They just got their hand in your pocket. They just want, you know what I'm saying? So they show you. Boom. See, you download the DAT right here. All right? Get the carrier one. Come on. This is what you do right here. You see what I'm saying? So this is where we at. Where your next move at? See now, your dispatcher ain't even got your next move ready for you. They show you. They get the DAT load board out. They show you. This is what you do. This is how you book. This is what you want to do. What you want to look for. These are the ingredients. Okay. So you get excited because they also tell you, man, that 5, 6, 7, 10%, whatever they charge, you don't need that. They're in your pocket. They don't do nothing. All they do is sit at the house and eat and get your money. They don't drive no truck. They don't turn no wheels. They don't shift no tandems. You hear me? They don't got no gas and no insurance. They tell you, oh, it sounds wonderful. It sounds wonderful. So guess what? You get on there and you find you a load. Now you see, I don't do right logistics service. But I don't do right logistics service got you a load. The load is 17 miles. It is paying $5,100. Now I'm being facetious, but it's gonna be something good like that. It might be saying it's going 317 miles and it's paying $4,800. You like, man, look at here. I'll make my money for the week. If I go ahead and get this load, I ain't telling the dispatcher nothing. I'm gonna go ahead and book myself. If I do, give the courtesy of contacting my dispatcher, all I'm gonna say is, hey, you don't need to worry about finding me nothing from where I'm at. I'm good. I'll let you know. Because y'all do, now listen, some of y'all do feel like y'all got all the sense. And you know what? As your dispatcher, I appreciate that. Because as your dispatcher, even though you listening to the truck stop gossip, Okay, I am still actively looking for you a load. I'm still utilizing all my contacts. I'm calling everybody. I'm doing everything except going out here and shaking it for it. Okay, I'm still yet working. So when you call me up and you say, "Hey, you don't have to worry about getting me nothing out of out of where I'm at," don't worry about it. I'll holler at you when I need to make my next move, my best move. But in the meantime, guess what? I done got on this load board. I got it myself. It's a $4,800 load. And guess what? I ain't got to give my dispatcher not 9%. Ooh, let me tell you something, truck stop home girl, homeboy. You done hooked me up. You done hooked me up. Mr. Daniels, I'm not really on that right now, but I'm gonna have to pay attention to what you're saying because we might have to have some dialect. Okay, so he booked his own load because he can do that because he has his authority. But okay, so you book it. You done booked this so good that you feel like you're not even gonna work for the rest of the week because you done bust down your $4,800. You all good. So you get the load, you go do it, you submit the BOL, all is wonderful. You call the dispatcher up. Look here. Look, you do the dispatcher like homeboy did on Harlem Nights when he called his wife and said he wasn't coming home no more because sunshine had done put in his life. So you like, you know what, dispatcher, I ain't working this week. Holler back at me Monday. I'll be back out there on Monday because you feel like you got this $4,800 load coming. Now, I'm going to tell y'all something about these stories. They might sound real realistic. Might even be you. Might even be an experience that I had. But we just going to roll with it, okay? So, you got a factoring company, okay? So, you got your $4,800 load. You done got your rate confirmation. You done got your BOL. You keep trying to submit this to the factoring company. But the factoring company keep on kicking it back and say, hey, this place is not factorable. Excuse me. Now, you ain't told your dispatcher nothing because it ain't none of my dispatcher business. This my business, and I'm doing what need to be done. So you done sat home that week. You thought you was going to factor that $4,800 and ball out or just chill. So now we back in action. All right, dispatcher, I'm ready to go. I got to make me some money. I got to do what it is I need to do. Move me. Okay. So you steady trying to submit it. Now you done got frustrated. Dispatcher, yes, how can I help you? Look here, I'm about to send you over this rate confirmation and this BOL because I booked me a load, and I keep trying to submit this to the factoring company, but they keep on kicking it back. So dispatcher, do what you do because every time you submit something to the factoring company, they accept it and they pay me within 24 to 48 hours, okay? So now dispatcher like, okay then, all right, send it over. So dispatcher get it, okay? Dispatcher see, I ain't up to no good logistics services. Dispatcher get a good chuckle because we already know. So we pull up the credit of I ain't about nothing logistics. And what do we see? A big old red X. Do not buy. Customer has been accused of double booking and just all of the flashing like, oh, it's the lights, action, all of it, all bad. So now guess what? I got to call you back up and I got to say, hey, I ain't trying to get in your business or nothing. But what was the information and the phone number or something that you have for this company? Because the factoring company keeps sending this back because this place is not factorable. They are not legit. They are not on the up and up, and you are not getting paid. Now you sick. You on the other end of the phone, and I got to keep calling your name to see if I need to call 911 to come see about you. Because how you supposed to breathe with no air? Because you just knew you had you a $4,800 lick. Yes, Alex. Yes. You knew you had you a $4,800 lick. You knew the dispatcher wasn't going to get not nail dime of it. Oh, baby, you had it set up. So now, once you regain yourself, now, what can I do about this dispatcher? Can you get it fixed for me? Can you contact? That will be the percentage. Because now, guess what? I'm doing the work. Now, let me tell you why. I don't know what's going on, y'all. Oh, I'm in this drafty office and I need to get a Benadryl. So now I got to do the work. So let's talk about that too, because some people don't. Oh, now I got hiccups. Some people don't feel that it's fair. Excuse me. That I'm now going to get the percentage. But here's the thing: I now have to work. I got to find these people. I got to. Excuse me. I got the hiccups, y'all. I'm sorry. I got to find them. I got to fight with them, and I might ultimately have to pull up on them. Okay. So now I got to find them. I got to see who they got. Thank you, honey. I got to see who they surety bond with. I got to get the information for you because we might ultimately have to go against the surety bond to get the little couple of dollars back. I got to work. And not only do I have to work on that, I still got to work on consistently keeping you moving, because now you got to double up, because now you rushing me because you just knew that $4,800 was going to be it, baby. And it did not happen. You said, oh, $4,800, that's my truck payment, that's my insurance, and that's me a little tank of gas. So that I want to explain that, because here's the thing about us, what we do, y'all, especially as a subject matter expert, aka the dispatcher. You must know the steps to help your carrier in every situation. It doesn't matter if they messed up. It doesn't matter whether or not they know. You are supposed to know. You do. Okay? This is why I be telling y'all all the time. It's more than just booking a load. You have to be knowledgeable. And you don't just get to sit and book loads all day and just be done. You need to keep yourself on what's going on in the news. You need to keep yourself up what's going on in the FMCSA. You need to keep up with what's going on in all of the things, because you never know when you need to utilize the things. And if you don't know and they don't know, what they need you for? Huh? I'm sorry. Come again, say what? If you don't know the things, because you are an admin, you're in an admin role. Okay, even if you don't present yourself as somebody who does IFTA, even if you don't present yourself as somebody who knows compliance, even if you don't present yourself and put that in your percentage, you still need to know it. You need to know it. Okay, let me get the Benadryl in my life. Happy Saturday again, y'all. We need to know it. So I went on board directly with big companies, TQL, CH Robinson, PLS, Kurt. Let me go back up to is he still here, Daniel? Actually, you are not authorized to book loads if you're not a broker. You can book loads. Are you speaking as a dispatcher? You still here, Daniel, Mr. Daniel? Because we're gonna talk about it, y'all. Because I'm not just here to drop off information. I'm here to learn as well. So I know that when you go into a contractual agreement, you all are going to hear me say that when you go into a contractual agreement, which means when a carrier, owner, authority holder says that, hey, I would like for you to speak on my behalf, go out here and intercede for me and make it happen. And I just want to move my truck. Not me as a dispatching company, because if I'm not in a contractual agreement, I can't do a thing. Okay. But keep on calling y'all and asking you, are you in the market for a dispatcher? Okay. That's all I can do as a dispatch company. But when I go into that contractual agreement, when I call you up, hey, how's it going? My name is Marian, giving you a call from Emmteenestlogistics. I'm calling to see if you're in the market for a dispatcher. Okay. Well, if you get them off the FMCSA website, then you got to speak a little differently. Hey, am I speaking with the owner of such and such transportation? Yes, this is him. Hey, my name is Marian. I got your information from the FMCSA website. I'm calling to see if you're in the market for a dispatcher. Why is this important? Because when these authorities go new, literally everybody and they mama and they cousin and they scheme and scamming is calling these people. And as a dispatcher we are still soliciting business. We are still soliciting. Okay. But it is the way that we do it, which is going to get their attention. Because when these people are calling and say, hey, you need to get a sign. Hey, you need to be signing up for this, and you need to pay this. And as a business owner, you need to, all of the scheming and scamming. The people don't need none of that. Be done kicked out $400, $500, $600, $700 more on the counter, not knowing. But when you call, you want to hurry up and get to who you are and where you got their information from. Okay, so when you say, am I speaking with the owner of, and they say, who is this or this is them? Hey, my name is Marian. I got your information from the FMCSA website. That is going to pause them because they know that they dealt with the FMCSA website. What they don't know is, did I really deal with Get Your Life Together, DOT services? Did I really? But the FMCSA website is going to click for them. Then when they say, okay, all right, yes, I'm calling to see if you're in the market for a dispatcher. Yes, I am. This a lot of times you all just tell us, get the ebook. My homeboy said, if you do not know what to say or do, find your own carriers. This ebook is going to help you. $9.99. Find your own carriers. Create your own leads list. Interview carriers. Okay, if you don't know how to listen, educate, and advocate, this ebook is going to show you. All right. Hey, y'all, come on in. Also, it helps you to rebuttal. Why should I pay you? What are you going to do for me for this percentage? You don't move the truck. Who are you? The last company that I worked for, and ultimately my homeboy said, all I need to do is, I don't need a CDL, get me a box truck, get on these people's internet and get me one of these dispatchers who going to kick me down $10,000 a week. I'm going to be rich. All going to be well. Okay, because they're coming with these unrealistic expectations. And then lastly, in the book, it shows you what to say to a broker when you do, when you'll make your first phone call. All right, look it up. Got a little plug in there. I told these people, they keep telling me I need to mention my stuff. I got to do it when I need to do it, because I ain't gonna be on here bye. No, we got to talk. Okay, can we talk? Yes, we can. So when you call them up and you do that, you let them know, this is what I do, this is what I'm providing, this is the services that I offer. Speaking of services that you offer, two things. Okay, if you are a new dispatcher, I don't care what nobody tell you. I don't care what anyone tells you. You are not in position to be hitting nobody across the head by no 6, 7, 8, 9, 10%. You haven't experienced anything, you have not done anything. Okay, so thing number one, be able to speak to your percentage. Hear me when I say, be able to speak to your percentage. Do not let these people tell you, chase down a dry van, a refrigerated, a flatbed, and charge them $500 out of the gate, and then charge them 10% in there. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. Okay. We operate in reality over here. And if you can't speak to your percentage, you can't charge it. Because if I'm a big ticket holder, okay, I'm gonna call a big ticket holder. That's the big ones. You know, the refrigerators, the dry vans, you know, the money makers, the one who gonna bust a move. Okay. And I say, hey, I'm looking for a dispatcher, and you tell me, I ask you what's your percent, and you say it's 10%. And I ask you, okay, what am I getting for 10%? Oh, I'm charging you 10% because you got a refrigerator. Uh, and and so you don't get to charge people. Oh, my bad. Back it up. I almost got out my lane and ran into traffic. You're going to do what you want to do in your business. But if you want people to come to you, you want to do what is realistic and what works for them. So me, if you ask me, first of all, I don't charge 10%. Do not. But if I did charge percent, you best believe I'm going to be able to tell you what it is. This is what I'm going to do. Not only am I going to book your loads and hold on to your information and submit everything to the factoring company, I am also going to, see about your apportionment play. Keep up with information when you got to get your insurance done up. If there's anything that happens in the truck, anything that moves around, anything that happen while you're out there, I will be the one to take care of that. Also, I need to be able to speak to services of 10%. Services of 10. What am I going to do for 10%? And as you noticed, that 10% did not include what kind of equipment you had. It included what I'm going to do for you for 10%. And while we're on the subject, let's just say whatever a dispatcher asks you for, it's still not going to be enough for what we do. Okay. So here's what I advise though. That's when you get there. That's when you got a skill level under your belt and you got some things that you can do. And in order to be able to speak that way, that fluently, you have to have an experience. So what I advise for my community is, when you just start dispatching, you fresh out the gate, you're still listening to me. I ask them to charge what I call a grace percentage. Okay, it is 5%. 5%. The reason that I ask new dispatchers in my community to charge 5%, because it gives you grace. If you mess up, 5% can be fixed and recovered. If you don't all the way know what you're doing, 5%, you see where I'm going with that. But if you don't know what you're doing and you hop out the gate and you talking about I'm charging 7, 8, 9, 10% and you messing up at every turn, baby, that carrier about to let you have it and let you go and spray you all over these people internet. But if you charge them 5%, now let's talk about the 5% because I know many of you all are learning and you probably saying we do a lot, 5%, we do a whole lot. We do a lot, but you're not doing a lot yet. Okay, we got to be for real about it. You are not doing a lot yet. In this 5%, you can also, because as the dispatcher, we facilitate the money. Okay, if you don't know what that means, we booking the loads, we're negotiating the loads. We see the money before they do. Okay, so do what makes sense. If you starting out in the 5% realm, you are also learning. So that's the offset. You are practicing on these people, whether they know it or not. Okay, so in that time, you look what's happening in 30 days. Okay. Whoever needs the course, you can also join the community. I have a $25 a month membership where we do live. So if you are a part of the membership, then you can take the course for $299. And on Tuesdays, we meet from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time where we cold call, we sit there, we do it together. So there is, I got my stuff set where I may not have the time to come and sit and teach you one-on-one like that. However, my self-paced course is one-on-one, and then we have where you come to get your hands on. I got you. Okay. So you're doing your thing. What was I saying? Your 5%. Okay. So you when you're watching the money and you're negotiating, you know what they have before they do. You fill out the rate confirmation, you find the load, you negotiate the load. So if you're starting off at 5%, right, and you see that you all are not making much, and I'm gonna give y'all a couple of scenarios on how you can do this. You can say, hey, I'm gonna go with you. We're gonna start off at 5%. We'll do that for the first 60 days. Then we'll revisit this conversation and see what needs to be done. The revisiting of the conversation is going to be, I know that you can now afford to pay me 7% because we are consistently kicking down 4, 5, 6 grand a week. Okay. However, if you start to see in 60 days that we still need to stay at this 5% a little bit longer, we're going to stay at this 5%. And or you can charge your first one 5% for a lifetime in the duration of the relationship. But now that you have the skill level, your next one, you can hit them with your 7%, or whatever you're doing. Because now you have services that you can speak to. And you know that you can do it because you have been doing it. All right. So when I advise you all things, it is not to shortchange you, but we have to operate in a space of reality here. And if we're honest with ourselves, okay, we gonna be all right. We are. Let me scroll up. Yeah, but new ones don't know that. I guess Mr. Daniels left. Let me look through. Wish to know how all that brokerages and dispatch really works. I need a class. Okay, you're in luck. Thank you, Diane. This course, we'll start in live classes soon. Issues on about video. Gotcha. So yeah, y'all, if we can do it, we got it. It's just for a lot of us, no one is really telling us this part. They're showing us the glitz, the glam. You're gonna be a 6-figure earner if you get you 5 of these pieces of equipment and they're making you $350 a week. That's cute, but it's not instant. This is not a quick return, not a quick turnaround. And this is what we need to know. We need to know it. This is what he know left over. These are the things that we need to know. And if you follow me, you're gonna know them. And I just don't believe, like y'all heard me say earlier, I have a course. Okay, for those who are not in my community, I have a course. It's two options: $399 for the self-paced course for 30 days, and $499 for the self-paced course for 30 days, and then free membership for coaching and mentoring for 30 days. So that's a total of 60 days of assistance in your business. However, if you are in the community and you need the course, you got your $25 a month membership. You can get the course for $299, access to it for 30 days. And then, of course, you have your membership. So you don't, really have to worry about that. You just be in there. And as long as you got your membership, you have access to us and assistance. No, I am not beating anybody across the head, because as a dispatcher and doing dispatching, there is nothing, okay? Absolutely nothing that I am teaching, talking, telling you about that is $600, $700, $800, $900, $1,000, $1,500. There is not. Now there are additions that you can add on to in your learning, and services that you can add on to that I will teach you with a separate pricing. But as far as dispatching itself, and this is just me, and I have maximized the learning, okay? There is nothing that I see that is worth paying six, seven, 800, 9, 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, 2,500, not just for dispatching. Okay. All right. And mine is power packed. I agree, Alex. That is why I come on. That is why I'm putting together to do live classes, to do webinars for you all. Because if you want to do this yourself, you still need to know what's up. I don't believe in hoarding information, and I definitely don't believe in leaving people out here to dry because I'm a dispatcher and you should have got a dispatcher. See, if you would have had a dispatcher, no, you don't do that. You don't do that. You help people because you help people. You do it because it's the right thing to do. All of this fight is, you people don't believe that it's enough out here for us, but it really is. It truly is. And we don't have to act like that. Now, yes, we got to get to a point where we get a couple of dollars, because if I'm continuing to pay $1,300, $1,400 for some more learning, oh, geez. Oh, I just got to, because that's what I'm doing, $500 or $600, because I need to know this specifically and I need somebody. Yes, I'm going to charge you a couple of dollars, but I'm not going to beat you across your head for some information. And if you catch me live, I'm going to get you some free. Okay. When I started in 2016, I was left dry on my own. It's hard. It really is. And it's a lot. I will not listen. I don't mind telling the carriers what to do, but it becomes a lot, especially when you start factoring in all of the variables. And the variables are very important. That's why when people come on and say, how much I'm going to make as a dispatcher, how hard is your carrier going to work? For you all who are dispatching yourselves, it gets challenging because you have the variables as a carrier. You're trying to find your load. You're trying to book the load. You're trying to negotiate. You're trying to do the rate con. You're trying to be compliant when you need to be laying down, when you need to, when you need to get back up, how long you need to be shut down for, where you need to be, how you need to be. There's too many variables for you all, and you got to rest. See, as a dispatcher, I don't have to rest. I mean, I'm going to rest. Don't get it twisted. But I'm still calculating and formulating your next move while you're resting. And if there's a cancellation, that's on me. I'm handling that. But when you do it yourself, it can be overwhelming. And I know it has to be, because as the dispatcher, it gets overwhelming for us at times. It gets overwhelming. It gets frustrating. And to have those emotions and feelings happening when I'm in the privacy of my own home has to be 1,000 times greater when you are in the thick of it, and you are the driver, and you got to be in compliance, and you got to watch for DOT, and you got to, and so, but again, I cannot tell anybody what kind of challenges they can deal with, what you can handle, what you can't handle. I'm not here to do that. What I am here to do is educate you. What I am here to do is, in order, listen to you, educate you, and advocate for you. And whether that is you coming on live, you catching a video, you coming into the community, whatever space that is in, I'm supposed to do that. That's what I feel like, the service that I'm supposed to provide. I had a cancellation in 2016, truckload of adult diapers. Oh, and what about when they make y'all keep that stuff? Or you got to figure out what you're going to do with it, because the broker don't want it. The receiver don't want it. You're just stuck with it. But there's a lot here, y'all. There's a lot that we can do. There's a lot that we have to know. And like I said earlier, we need one another in some capacity. But hey, you know, we run numbers like accountants. We negotiate like auctioneers. We keep paperwork like auditors. We handle tasks that you don't have time for or don't want to make the time for. Dispatch your life. Come on, Monica. That's exactly that wraps it up right there. That's exactly what we are and who we are. I dropped it off at an elderly home. Dealt with getting paid. Oh, dealt with getting paid. Woo! And he's talking. Alex is talking to us about his experiences on TikTok, but there's a lot that goes with that because he's still got to move. He's still got to make the next move, and he's still got to fight about getting paid. So he got to be available to call them, available to receive their call while doing what he needs to be doing for his next move. Man, shoot. Because some of that don't be quick and easy. It be ongoing. You got to find out who the owner is. You got to find out who, because they're not getting right or doing right. They're not emailing you back, not calling you back. It's a lot. And that's a whole nother stress because that's 14, 15, 25, $3,500 that's supposed to be mine. Okay, that I have accounted for because I work for it. Man, shoot. We can't be out here playing as the dispatcher or order carrier. We can't because we try very hard for it not to be a us and them situation. But my goodness, it took me 3 weeks. It was out of Wisconsin to Iowa. You see what I'm saying? It is not quick. It is not easy. And when you got to fight, the fight is not quick. The fight is not out here throwing hands for about 3 minutes and somebody break it up. 3 weeks, this man had to fight to get his money. 3 weeks. Listen, the truck's still moving, still got to be gassed up, still got to eat, still got to pay the insurance, truck notes still. You see, it's not an easy task for us, y'all. And you have to have a level of passion to do it. You have to. Have to. So yeah, y'all good? All hearts and minds are clear. Look at y'all came in and sat with me for a little while on this good Saturday. Mm-hmm. Well, all right, y'all. I'm gonna get up off of here. I mean, unless anybody, let me look see if anybody got any questions. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much for the views, for the likes, subscribes. Oh, my daughter's so many gifts, hearts, stars. I'll be trying to remember y'all. And everybody subscribe to my YouTube. All my social media is the same name on every platform. Empty Nest Logistics. You're welcome. And I hope somebody, you yourself or somebody, get you up out of Wisconsin. But get you some cheese while you're there the weekend. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good one. I will talk to y'all later. Be safe. Thank you again. Thank you. Could have been anywhere but here, but you decided to come by and give me a few minutes of your time, and I greatly appreciate it. I hope I did right by you. Idaho, my bad. Get you some potatoes. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good one. Now, that was a good time.